there guys, it's Joey. So I said I would do a Herby haul, a Starchild herb haul, if the herbs came today, and they did. So post has been all over the place, but we did actually manage to get the order today. The order shipped on Thursday, first class post, and turned up today, so it's acceptable. It's a bit iffy with the post right now because it's December anyway, so we give them the benefit of the doubt with regards to the post. And I'm mostly overwhelmingly positive. There is one thing that I'm not best pleased about with regards to my Starchild order, but overarchingly I'm happy. There is nothing that I ordered that didn't come in my order, which is my main complaint, that I have ordered things and it says available on the website, and then you get a note saying will be dispatched separately because we didn't have any in, and then I've waited weeks, if not a month at one point, and I was constantly in contact to make sure it came, and someone else contacted me and said they'd had it and they never got their item, so I was sort of bothering them to make sure I did get my item. I did get it in the end, but it's not great when that happens, but there you go. So I order herbs a lot for both my personal practice and for the store. So I create items using herbs, and frequently I pick one thing per order to try that I haven't tried before, and that is the case in this order too. I'll point that out as we get to it. So the first thing is I ordered some lavender, all be in their shiny bags, and the light might be a bit off because although the sun is breaking through the grey, woohoo! I suppose I should be thankful given it's December, but a little bit of sunshine, yay! So I ordered some lavender because this year's harvest was poor. I actually harvest lavender from outside for the most part. Now I have a lavender plant and there is lavender in the garden, and the lavender in the garden was a little bit lackluster this year, and I'd actually repotted my lavender plant and we thought we'd killed him. He's back alive! Woohoo! But that means that we've had no lavender from him this year at all. So I've had to give up and buy some lavender. I should really go check out the foreign market again at the local village place, because they had lavender from France, which was awesome. I've still got some of that left. So lavender is a herb of Mercury and Virgo. It's a Virgo herb, and I was born under Mercury on the day of Wednesday. So I do connect to lavender, I do enjoy it. Fertility herb, herb of consecration, herb of love, magical herb, religious herb, visionary herb, invocational to Hecate or Hecate, depending on your definition, and Saturn. There's a lot of information in the compendium. If you don't know with regards to herbal works and why I buy herbs, I always give a reference from the herbal compendium and or Cunningham's Magical Herbs book. Serenity, alleviate depression, has some association with snakes, wisdom, sometimes used to increase one's ability to manifest money or attract desired possessions. However, if the motive for the magical working is desire rather than genuine need, the magic could work in reverse. Associated with the Hermit card, lavender is used in the blessing of one's home. A bunch of lavender bound together is used to asperge one's home, temple or ritual circle. It doesn't say here, but lavender in conjunction with violet makes an incredibly potent love energy for energy works, energy magics. So when you get the little receipt from Starchild, it doesn't actually tell you the prices on your receipt, so you'll have to go to the website www starchild.co.uk for prices. They are a little bit more pricey than some places, but the quality is generally a lot better. These are organic. They're a good colour as well. I've had lavenders from some places and they just look, you know, grey. But the Starchild lavender is really, really good. So I did order some more Angelica Root. Angelica Root, 25 grams. So Angelica is actually the one I had problems with from Starchild and from somewhere else, that I ordered Angelica Root and had problems getting it in. So I tested fate, tempted fate, and ordered a small bag of Angelica Root from Starchild this time. I use it a lot. I freaking adore Angelica Root. I don't even need a book. I can tell you all the meanings that are in the book, as well as how I feel about Angelica Root. It's a solar herb, it's fiery, it's protective, it's associated with the Archangel Michael. And it has that fiery justice kind of vibe going to it. It's very Leo, it's very lion, it's very, oh yeah baby. And you can use it in a whole host of ways along that line. Now, it's generally used for protection work as well as a cleansing of a space prior to divinational work. But it can also be used in a sexy, lusty kind of way because it's that kind of naughty. It's a deeply fire essence. It's very cleansing. You can burn out all negativity with it. I'm going to check the Cunningham's Encyclopedia, see if I forgot anything. I don't think I did. Angelica Root, where are you? One moment. Come on, I know you're in here somewhere. Oh, I forgot about the you can use it to do with good luck, to do with gambling, but that's not something I tend to use it for. So yeah, removing of hexes, removing of curses, purification work. It's amazing. It's my must-have root of choice. I love it. I love it. I also love red sandalwood. So Angelica and red sandalwood are me topping up my supplies. I work with these two a fair bit. Red sandalwood has a duality. It can be used in love work, it can also be used in commanding work. It adds a sort of aggressive element to love work, lust work, sensual work, things of that nature, because it has a commanding presence and is one of the herb's barks, technically, used in commanding powder. Now, I don't know if red sandalwood is going to... Oh, it is. Yeah, but in the Cunningham book, it's just given as Venus, water, love, burned to bring love. It is sprinkled on areas that need to be cleansed. So he obviously doesn't cover the whole commanding element side of things, but it can be used for that. Then I got some more of the Dragon's Blood powder. This is not what I would define as cheap, but it is really, really useful, and a little pinch of this to spell work really does energize it. And I really do think of Dragon's Blood as being a bit like a battery, a bit like an Energizer bunny. It just brings an element of power, an element of fire to things that really just revs everything up around it. It just increases the potency of all the other herbs. It gives it a real fiery sort of punch and really kind of brings that sort of get up and go to everything. It's like, go do it, go get her, go get it, just go, you know. I don't know if I'm making any sense, probably not. Okie dokie then. I ran out of St. Johns Wort, funnily enough. I always think about St. Johns Wort as being a very happy herb. We will look it up. Is it going to be under J or under... We'll find out. It is not under J. Okay, that would have been easier. These books, there we are, St. John's Wort, Sun and Leo again. Protection, purification. Often considered to be associated with midsummer and by proxy the element of fire. Believed effective in protecting a home against lightning, fires and severe storms. One of the common customs was to burn it in the fireplace. If you do not have a fireplace, you could toss it into the cauldron and let the pungent smoke permeate all of the rooms. So there you go. I tend to think of it as an uplifting herb. I'm going to just double check what Cunningham says about it. That might take me another 5 minutes to find it in the Cunningham book. But it really does have that kind of... It's interesting with so many solar herbs in here. Getting ready for Yule. There is St. John's. Sun, masculine, fire, boulder, health, happiness, protection, strength, love and divination. Any part of the herb placed beneath the pillow allows unmarried women to dream of their future husbands. There you go. So that was a slightly different thing that was to do with St. John's Wort. So then I got some Heartease. If you're with me and you've watched other herbs, then herb hauls, even whole herbs. English, right. Then you know I bought some Heartease when I went to visit my sister, and I've been working with it and I really enjoy it. It's uplifting. It's a very mood elevating herb, and that's what I have been using it for. I will check whether or not Cunningham has Heartease. That's a no. Cunningham does not have it. Let's check the other book. Aha! A herb of Saturn, also called wild pansy, has been used as a love charm, as we find in Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream. That's really interesting. Grieve lists numerous common names which indicate the widespread use of this herb to bring romance into one's life. To ease one's heart, I see. I find it very uplifting, though. I find it a great mood elevator, but you can apparently use it for love magic, so there you go. And a vervain, and a vervain, and a vervain, and a vervain. I don't know what the matter with me is. Don't ask. I'm hyper as. So... Vervain is your all-rounder. You can probably use Vervain for just about anything. I've always felt quite... I guess I'm drawn to its purifying properties, personally. But literally, if you open a book, you will find Vervain is probably listed with just about everything. We will go with the compendium because I know it's listed for everything with the... Cunningham book. Yeah. Aphrodisiac herb, counter magic herb, fertility herb, herb of consecration, herb of immortality, herb of love, herb of protection, herb of purification, magical herb, religious herb, visionary herb, invocational to Diana, Hermes and Medea. Vervain has been used for a very long time to protect people against negative emotions and the feeling that life has become a burden. The Celts recognise this ability. Even today it is found in many spells and formulas for amulets which protect the practitioner against various types of negation, both from within the person and from outside sources. Oftentimes it's recommended to reverse negative energy as well, and therefore can be used as part of an exorcism or cleansing ritual. So this is kind of the purification aspect that I really connect to it. And I guess that's probably because I have a Celtic path, a background, if you like, a way of learning, a way of looking at things, and I've likely come across that information more than once, and I have that feeling sort of entrenched. So again, it's an all-rounder herb. It's one of the very first herbs I ever connected with and learnt about. It's really good for beginners getting into herbal magic work. And another deep cleanser is Hyssop. Again, I'm not going to go into too much for Hyssop, because basically its use of purification work is really great when you put it in water and use it with water as well. But I just want to point out how great this herb looks right here. You see, it's got a nice range of stem and stalk, and it's not crushed within an inch of its life. And the reason that I say that right now is because the next one that is sat right there is actually the disappointing part. This is the only thing I'm a little bit annoyed about. So I bought some more Damayana, and Damayana is used for love work and bringing love into your life and self-love and all the good heart-related spell works and magics. And when I have it in the bath, I really want the leaf because if you put in Damayana with rose, it helps just bring love into your life. That's something that's on the Facebook page on www.starchild.supplies. www.facebook.com/Starry-Eyed Supplies. There is a recipe that you can put in your online book of shadows about creating a love drawing bath. And I really like having the leaf in that, because I kind of like having it loose. I don't have really the little bags that you can really put everything in, and I kind of like the herbs floating about depending on what they are. And I put my little drain cover in and gather them all up at the end. So when the Damayana comes like this, like crushed within an inch of its life again, that's kind of disappointing to me. And now I've got some of what the Damayana looks like when I bought it previously. I'm going to put some in a little pot actually, so you can see. I've been actually hanging on to this leaf because this is how I prefer it, and I've been using the other one in like ground up incenses and stuff. But you can see this is from Starchild, and then this is, yeah. So I prefer like the leaf like this. I really don't like it ground up with an inch of its life like this. I'm not sure why that's the case now. Unless people are, I don't know. I don't know why. I'd much rather have it like this. So that was slightly irritating, but I mean it's not the end of the world. But there you go. So I got some Calamus root. Calamus root. Calamus root. Again, it's a domination type herb root. Commanding. Now it probably won't be in the Cunningham book, but I will have a look in the Herbal Compendium. It tends to be more utilised in hoodoo recipes than it is elsewhere. Yeah, it's not in the compendium, so let's double check it might be in the Cunningham book. I will double check. Oh, it is. Calamus. Luck, healing, money, protection. The plant brings good luck to the gardener and is also used to strengthen and bind spells. So yeah, basically anything to do with commanding magic is basically not mentioned in the Cunningham Encyclopedia, and he does mention some of the lust stuff, but not really like full on. So you kind of have to go elsewhere for the information on things of that nature. It's a bit of a shame, really. But there you go. It tends to be more of a lust-love thing. You can commanding and compelling. It can be used for that sort of work if you so desire. It's very naughty, combined with, say, a ginger or a licorice. It's very sexy. So there you go. Then I got some Balm of Gilead. This is great value Quite a lot of places overcharge for Balm of Gilead, and I remember thinking it was good value on Starchild, and I think they look of good quality. I mean, Starchild is normally very good quality, to the point where I prefer buying from them and ordering a bit more and getting the free shipping, which is another thing, that if you order £25 in the UK you get free shipping. So Balm of Gilead is another feminine Venus water. So again, I seem to have managed to go for all fire and water, or Venus versus Saturn. Quite a few Mercuries in there as well, actually. Carry the buds of balm to mend a broken heart or to attract new love. Also steep them in red wine for a simple love drink. Burn as a material basis for spirits, and carry for protective and healing purposes. Let's have a look in the compendium. The compendium tends to be better for information. Balm, 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 balmy. Crazy, oh me. Yeah, well. So now it is. The Master Book of Herbalism recommends Balm of Gilead as one of the best sources of herbal oil for dressing candles and using in any form of magical healing. So there you go, that's all that it is in there. So I said the book was better and then it's not. Okay. So then this is the one that I haven't tried yet, which is Ophope Onyx, which is a resin, and it's this gorgeous colour, this sort of ambery colour. It's beautiful, and it is a heavy earthy fragrance. Blends for exorcism, spiritual cleansing. Before higher consciousness can be attained, it is important to deal with the shadow self when dealing with plutonic content and forces. There we go. I am going to rattle off thing and just open it and have a sniff. I've never used this before. This is the one I have not tried yet, so this is one I will be trying, so I can't really give you my thoughts on it. That's an interesting smell. It is kind of on the pungent side. It's kind of woodsy. It is definitely earthy, like they say. Like, it almost smells like a soily, earthy resin. It's very interesting. I shall have a play with that later. Okie dokie then. There's quite a few because I was running out of quite a few herbs. So I got some more rue. I do get through rue. I do enjoy rue's properties. It's a very protective herb. I believe we've gone back to the solar. I will double check just to be sure, because my brain isn't working at all. Never does. It stopped working. Yeah. Solar, Mars and Leo. Another Leo herb of purification, protection, invocational to Mars. Is used in home blessing to bring protection and good fortune to one's home and family. Can be used to consecrate a new object, which will be later consecrated for ritual use. Associated with the Strength card, is recommended for consecrating all items, but particularly those sacred items made of iron. Is believed to have an affinity for rubies, so you can use them in conjunction with the same sorts of magic. It's really, really, really good for return to sender, hex removal, and banishing the evil eye. Rue is the herb for dealing with the evil eye. So if you are having problems with a co-worker or whatever, and they're jealous and they like evil eyeing you, and you feel that it's having a negative effect, then having a bath or something, or a wash with rue can be invaluable. It's really, really, really good for that. Okie doke. Home stretch. We've got 3 left. So I got some Yarrow. Again, it looks a little bit more crushed than I would like, but not as bad as the Damanaya Damayana, 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 Damayana. I love the smell of yarrow. I know it's one of the easier ones to grow, but I'm not allowed to grow things. Apart from I just about get away with my lavender plant in a pot. So yarrow is associated with Venus and Libra. Is used to dispel melancholy. Is an important herb when healing someone burdened by emotional troubles, helping them cleanse themselves of long-term sorrows or depressions, which has lasted too long. Considered sacred to the horned god. This is interesting. So, Koronanos in my view of the world, I guess. Is associated with the element water, is used for courage, love, psychic powers, and exorcism. Carrying yarrow not only brings love but attracts friendships and distant relations you wish to contact. It draws the attention of those you most want to see. Washing the head with yarrow infusion will prevent baldness but won't cure it if it's already begun. Is also used to exorcise evil and negativity from a person, place, or thing. And then one of my favourite herbs to be using right now, I can't get enough of this at the minute, is Skullcap. And let's see if I can find it, because there's different spellings. It's S-K-U-L-L here, and then in a lot of the books it's S-C-U. Just for a point of reference. Yeah. Okay, it's C in U-L-L in here. Feminine water, Saturn again. Love, fidelity, peace. Used in spells of relaxation and peace. A woman who wears Skullcap protects her husband against the charms of other women. There you go. We will check the other book. I've got a feeling again though that Skullcap is got commanding uses and binding uses, and as such the books are unlikely to cover that. Skullcap is used to bind oaths and consecrate vows and commitments. Can be used in hand fastings or in rituals of initiation. So yeah, you can use it in a binding sense, like, and I've talked, if you go check out the video where I made on the binding powder that I sell, I talk about binding and its uses outside of the negative connotations that are sometimes given to binding work. So that kind of covers that. And last but not least, and I was pleasantly surprised that this came and it's as good quality as it is, because I've had problems getting hold of this too, is La Jasmine. So I got a big bag of jasmine. Basically, I got an 100-gram bag, and I've had real trouble getting hold of it. Like, I had to order some from outside the country at one point, and it took forever to get here. And I was like, oh, really? I will try ordering some with my next Starchild order. And it came, and is a herb of Jupiter and Cancer. It's associated with the feminine maternal aspect of the divine universe. Held sacred herb of Diana, of Ephesus, Kuan Yin, and even Mary, and is associated with the High Priestess card. Gives psychic protection, brings health to the aura, associated with quartz crystals by modern practitioners. associated with the High Priestess card and the 4-9 cards of Tarot. Known for its ability to promote mental creativity, helps promote new innovative ideas. Also used in historical celebrations, may be used as a ritual drink or as an incense, and its flowers are worn for the High Priestess. I will double reference this against Cunningham's book. In Cunningham's book is given associated with the moon, feminine, water, Vishnu, love, money, prophetic dreaming, added to sachets of and other such things of love mixtures, they will attract spiritual love in particular. The flowers will also draw wealth and money, also cause prophetic dreaming if burnt in the bedroom, and the flowers are used to induce sleep. So there you go. I've always thought of it as being lunar. And this, oh, it smells so good. It smells a bit like Chinese tea. Well, the Chinese teas that I like have jasmine in, so like the herb. Like some jasmines, like the overly fragrant stuff, is not good, but this is proper earthy. I could sit here sniffing this. This is good. I'm really, really, really pleased with the jasmine in particular. I think the jasmine has made me feel a bit better about the whole Starchild scenario. So, you know, if you are interested in herbs, have Yarrow in shop for the top for the concluding arguments. Honest. So I am overall happy with my order. I got some money off as a result of past problems. The shipping came reasonably quickly. It is December, so it's difficult to know. I have had stuff show up even quicker than that, even though it's December. Last week I had something turn up next day, so it's difficult to know though, given the month. But generally speaking, they're alright with shipping, and you do get free shipping over £25, which is really good. The quality of Starchild is normally very good. You can choose your organic herbs, and in some cases it's all they stock of certain herbs, it's organic. And eventually I would like to go to Glastonbury for myself someday. But I do enjoy working with their herbs. I think the quality overall is really good. You get a good feel of the energy and the vibration from the herbs as you're handling them. They're not, in most cases, you know, they're fresh, they're not dried out, they are good quality. You can smell smell the quality. Especially with the jasmine this time around, I'm really, really impressed because I got some jasmine from other places and it was just okay, not great, but that's really, really good quality. It's really wonderful. Just to, yeah, it's really, really good. The colour is good. I mean, look at the colour on the Skullcap. It's wonderful. I can't say that I really want to say good things about Starchild, because generally speaking, like, I've had a good experience with them, and just these two or three little hiccups along the way have been kind of disappointing, really, because I want to really, really support them. I really want people to go out and support them from a herbal basis, you know, especially if you're doing herbalism or herbal work, or you work regularly with herbs and you can't grow your own. They're definitely worth checking out. The free shipping thing, like I've mentioned, is really, really good, especially if you wait and order a few herbs together, or you order large numbers that you use a lot, or if you use them for business like I do, alongside your personal practice. So that is it for the December Starchild herb haul. I hope you enjoyed this video, and many blessings.